14 plus years. We're in here in the streets, giving you the tools to help you to get your relationships on and popping. We're spiritual relationship counselors. We're veterans of the United States Air Force. We're pastors. We're authors. We're authors, and we go to couples. All things relationship. And so what we want you to know today is that we are here for you before and after I do. Regardless of where you are, there is something available for you. If you're dating, you're single, you're divorced, you're getting ready to be married, anywhere in between. You're dealing with infidelity. You're dealing with blended families, and you know how that can play out. And so what we do, we come in, we do an encounter session with you. That's 15 minutes. We do that for free so that we can see where you are. Give you a strategy and a tool, because we're dealing with communication issues all the time. That's right. Assessment tools for you to be able to determine what it is that you want. Where do you want to go in terms of relationship? Do you want a relationship? Do you want to make your relationship better? Is it something that you're in for the long term? Exactly. Where are your finances? Is that causing the contention in your relationship? Maybe it's your sexual intimacy. Y'all, there is all sorts of things that we're dealing with. And so what we want you to know is that we are here for you. We've seen it all between the two of us, between 50 years of relationship, pastoral, counseling experience, and we are here to help you. So we want you to know today that all you need to do is go over to marriagemakes3.com, and there you'll be able to get your free session, and maybe you'll need a little bit more, and we do offer that, and we can talk about that during your session. All right, appreciate you so very much. Don't forget, marriagemakes3.com. Find us all over social media, Marriage Makes 3, on Instagram, on Facebook, anywhere you can find Marriage Makes 3, we're going to be here for you. Remember that, just search hashtag GD and me. We appreciate you, love you.
Hey everybody.
What's happening?
How are you guys? We certainly appreciate you all coming and hanging out with us.
Guys.
It is, is it when? Is it hump day? It's hump day, y'all. And hump day is one of those amazing things that lets you know that you're in the middle of the week.
Wow.
And that soon is going to be what? The weekend. So we certainly appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with us. Hey, Kimmy, we appreciate you praying for you today as you had gone through, putting your friend, everybody there, to rest. I know that it's sometimes it's a struggle.
Yeah.
But it's a part of life, and so we're so grateful that God has taken the sting out of death, hell, and the grave, and that we have this hope that lies within us. Listen, everybody, come on in and invite someone, share the broadcast. Now, last night when we came in, we were going to be talking about the 5 types of infidelities, the 5 different types of cheating that people are engaging in. However, time we got in here, we started chit-chatting. Artis, what's up, man? I was thinking about you the other day. That is so crazy.
On the gram.
How are you, sir? Appreciate you coming in. Excuse me. We are dealing with this all over. It's not localized, it's not centralized, it's all over the world. And what happened last night was we got started talking, and y'all didn't want to give us to give y'all no content.
And I think that's a good example for how sometimes in your relationship, sometimes you don't need to go to anything extraneous.
Right.
You just need to have a little bit of fun. You need to let off some.
Yes, absolutely.
Release a little bit of steam.
Let it go.
And that's all.
That's right. And we have to learn how to have fun with each other.
Yeah.
And this is a part of almost last night was recreational. Definitely, because we weren't talking about anything in specific. We were just all over
the place.
Yeah, and we had a great time. So we want you to come on in, though, and let the people know. He says that he's doing good. Awesome.
Appreciate you, Artis.
That is so crazy. I was wondering, is Artis okay? I mean, because, exactly. But praise God. I'm glad that you are in here tonight. That is so free. Doesn't God do mysterious stuff?
He does.
God be doing some stuff. He be saying some stuff. He be trying to figure out, wait a minute.
Think about somebody.
And here they come popping up. Lord, I
Good
thank
job.
you. Hey, it is what. That's why you want people to think about you.
Yeah, and a positive life.
Right, that part.
I remember the Apostle Paul saying that I thank my God for
For
you
you.
on every
Oh,
remembrance
yes.
of you. Whenever I think about you, it's an occasion for
The
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we ought to pray one for another.
Yeah.
That's the way that
Yeah.
believers are supposed to, what we're supposed to do, right? So I did drop a prayer. I just want you to know that. But I'm glad that I know for a certainly, because sometimes the Spirit let us know some things, and then here you come and you see you in the flesh, so that makes us more at ease. It just kind of gives us the closing of the loop. So,
and a lot of times when you don't see people, that's a clear indicator that they're going through something. Not always, but a lot of times when you see some people, you know that, wow, no, that's not like them. That's not characteristic. So
for them to just be missing.
I'm gonna say drop an extra prayer or raise an extra prayer. We don't want to drop any prayer. Raise an extra prayer for that person.
Amen. So guys, thank you so much for being part of marriagemakesthenumber3.com. We just wanted you all to see, if you all have not gone over to the bit link, bit.ly/mm3links. That's what you've been missing, is our little intro and all of the information that we have: encounter sessions, marriage information, singles information, listen, even St. Clair information, and our church information is right there as well. Hey Danielle, thank you for joining. So we started last night going to talk about the 5 types, and so we're going to do that tonight, but we just wanted to come in and say hello to everyone, and thank you so very much. Kim says sometimes we just want to see and converse with you guys. I love it.
Awesome.
Hey Deirdre, thank you for dropping the link.
And for the past month or so, we've been talking about the Cheating Chronicles as
right.
the overarching subject. And so we continue in that vein as we talk about tonight. 5 types of affairs.
Yes. But before we do that, I want to show you guys something. Honey, could you hand me my box? Listen, y'all.
Be happy to.
You all know we're local pastors, right? And this is going to be our... It's not empty, not yet.
Not at all.
It's going to be 10 years that we are at our location, the one that we are at right now at 730 Whitfield Street, right? And so what we're doing is we're doing a little fundraiser, and it's the world's finest chocolates. And I know some of you all ain't right here. Some of them are saying, well, we can't get none because we ain't here. Listen, I had someone very dear to me, a co-laborer, that said, send me 2. And I said, well, how am I going to get it to you? She said, just mail it. I'll pay the shipping.
Not 2
individual ones.
Not 2 bars.
She had me to send her 2 boxes. What? Who does that?
Boxes.
People that love you. And I'm not asking for anyone, to send us 2 boxes, request 2 boxes of chocolate, unless you just want 2 boxes. I think we've got 3 left. But what we're doing is we are doing a fundraiser for our ministry, and it is indeed the world's finest chocolates. You all remember these, right? From back in the day. Well, these aren't from back in the day. These are new. We didn't keep them from the last 20 years of fundraisers to try to give them to someone, because y'all know chocolate does get kind of old. Even though I've never had an old piece of chocolate, they all just tasted good to me. But here's the thing, we are doing this fundraiser, and we are in a snow apocalypse right now. We've got more snow than we know what to do with here in the South. Everything. Matter of fact, the whole city is just shut down, right? And we understand there are people that are dealing with even worse in Texas. I saw somebody said we haven't had snow since 1973. I said, wait, what? Wow. Okay. Wow. But if you are one of those that would like, and you all want to just support us, you can go over to, did I hear chocolate? Danielle, I said, did I hear chocolate? Right. Yeah, I thought you couldn't have chocolate, but you can get some and get it to somebody else. Chocolate will take you there. We can mail it to you if you really want it mailed, or you can just go ahead and give a donation to the tribe. Y'all know we've been here for the last 5.5, almost 6 years. We're giving you information, helping you with your relationships, whether you're single, you're married, you're divorced, you're out here dealing with blended families or finances, we've been here. And so if you would find it in your heart to give a donation to our church, then you will also be a part of our fundraiser, and we would certainly appreciate it. If you want to do that, it is bit.ly, by PayPal, bit.ly/TJM donate, all small letters, bit.ly/TJM donate. Okay. Yeah. And we will be so happy. And if you want to do it by Cash App, it's money sign Tribe Judah Ministries, TRIBEJUDAH Ministries. All right. Buy some chocolate so Pastor Michelle can eat it for you. Girl, what you say?
No, we're not gonna eat it. We're gonna go ahead and
sell it. We're gonna sell the rest, but
and put the money.
I send it to y'all as a gift to Snow Daddy. Girl, if you don't stop it.
Hello, Lauren Scott. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining. So y'all, just so y'all know, I bought my own box. Okay, my honey bought a whole box for me. There's 60 in a box. Okay, this is what's left. All right.
So guys, thank you for doing that. We had a very dear gentleman that we met some time ago who was very supportive. He loves our church. He loves us.
Yes.
We love them. We met them at another local church.
Okay.
And he stopped by to pick up his daughter's chocolate.
Okay.
And
yes.
paid for her chocolate.
Oh my God. So sweet.
And said, look,
beautiful.
Keep the $5 and added another 20. He said, this is my donation in addition to the chocolate to your ministry.
Absolutely.
Because I believe in what you're doing. And
I love that.
And
thank God for it.
That means something. It means something. So maybe you can't get the chocolate. Maybe shipping it to you, the cost of shipping it will be a lot more than you want to pay. You can still give a donation.
Yes,
and
thank you so much.
Much appreciated. And it will go to a great cause.
We are a 501c3. So you know that you can definitely find us and you can absolutely take it off on your taxes if you would like to do so. All right. So thank you guys for that. It's bit.ly/TJM donate. I'm pretty sure that one of our amazing, beautiful people that love us, that does our dropping of the information. See, there it is. Boom.
Yeah,
already there. Thank you so much. Danielle says, I can't have chocolate. You are right. Yes, but you know what?
She remembered. Honey, you're amazing. You're really amazing. You remember that she can't. I'm pretty sure you can't have chocolate.
Yeah, no, she's not supposed to have the chocolate. But hey, you know, there's someone that loves it. All right. Sow a seed, donate to Tribe Judah. Absolutely.
Still donate and feel good.
She said she done gained 30 pounds from COVID. Now you're trying to get me fat. Hey, I'm sure that my brother would not have a problem in the world with whatever size that you come in,
or getting some chocolate to eat himself.
I'm just saying that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. So guys, if you're in here, invite someone, share this broadcast, and let's go ahead and get started tonight. We are talking about the 5 types of cheating. Now, we talked about the 9 signs of a cheater, right? The Cheating Chronicles, that was part 4. We talked about the 3 C's of cheating, right? We did that. And then we went into the 4 consequences of cheating. So there's a consequence. Anything that you do, there is a consequence, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, good, bad, or ugly, one or the other, or the third, right? And so tonight we're talking about the 5 types of infidelity. And so, guys, let me see there a number 1 in the chat so that, thank you, Kimmy Doll, Ministries, Ministries. I mean, sometimes I had somebody say, well, we sent a donation. I was like, well, I haven't gotten it. And then, they said that it wasn't received. I was like, well, because it wasn't sent to us, you sent it somewhere. And you know what happened was they spelled Ministries wrong on the Cash App. And so they had nowhere to send it. It's like, okay, no, I'm sorry, not Cash App, on PayPal. They had nowhere to send it. And so they held on to it. They'll hold on to your money for 30 days. And then after that, if you don't request it back, they will will put it back into your account, just so that you know. All right. But make sure that you're spelling things correctly so that it gets to where it needs to go to. Can you imagine if that was for the rent? What? You didn't get my money, but I sent it.
And they're going to hold it 30 days and get some interest.
That part where I can hold my own money.
So if in doubt, go to our page and you will find
yes.
it. But,
absolutely. Oh, he loves chocolate. That's why he married me. Come through here now. She said all this luscious chocolate. I'm here for it. Go on and tell the people. Yes, ma'am. So number one, we're talking tonight about the 5 types of affairs. If you don't know, if you're just coming in, I'm Pastor Michelle. This is my sweetie, Pastor G. We're spiritual relationship counselors and veterans of the USAF. What? And we are authors, we're local pastors, we're parents, grandparents, we've been divorced, we're remarried to each other. You can't tell them. You can't tell them all of that, honey, because their minds.
We're your go-to couple.
Yes, that.
Stay out of there. Stay out from under the table.
Right? We're your go-to couple for.
Get on back in your room.
Get back in your room. For all things relationship, we're here for you. So find us at marriagemakes3.com, or you can check the link bit.ly/MM3LINKS. Schedule an encounter session, whether you're single, married, divorced, anywhere in between. We got something that's going to be able to help you. Thank you for the number one, Lauren. Appreciate you. So number one type of affair is one that is called a romantic affair. Somebody put romantic in the chat. A romantic affair. Now, people are like, well, aren't all affairs romantic? No.
Romantic, nope.
Right? She said, not the luscious chocolate. Time out for you. Listen, we have a sister at our church, a member of our church, and she calls herself Sister Luscious. And she lets us know that she is absolutely, you already know who it is. You forgot. You may have forgotten. But Sister Luscious, this one is a shout out for you.
Not to think of my numbers. So anyway, you go ahead.
She's like, just look at me. Just look at me. I'm luscious. I'm like, yeah, that's right, Sister Luscious. You go ahead with your bad self. Number one is a romantic type of affair. And a romantic affair is one where the individual is being wined, right? And dined. Okay. It is rose petals. You meet at a hotel and there's candles and flowers, and this person is simply there filling this romantic need in your life. You've watched all the Lifetime movies. Y'all remember Harlequin books?
Harlequin romance.
Y'all remember Harlequin romance books? Yes, they are the ones. They bring you the soft music and the voice. You know that all of that.
John Redcorn hair blowing in the wind.
Do they even know who John Redcorn is?
A couple of them.
Oh my God. Y'all, John Redcorn is a very handsome, very tall, very stately, very buff cartoon character.
Who goes in and out the window at Dale Gribble's house.
Yes.
And Dale Gribble thinks that he's there to cure his wife's
headache, you know, with the massages and such and the like.
Romantic.
Yes, they are romantic. Every time you meet, it's someplace exotic, someplace really nice, someplace that you wouldn't normally go to with your spouse. Whether it's because of time or money or whatever. A lot of women end up in affairs that are romantic because it's like, oh wow, this is so amazing. But let me tell you something, in the end of this, you'll find out that you can't keep that up forever.
That's true.
Okay. Once a month, 2 times a week, whatever is great. But when you come down to it, this person may be fulfilling that one need in your life, but there are other things, there are other parts of you that a person needs to talk to. All the squares have to fit in order for it to be a real, true relationship.
Absolutely. And the other party may not really be in for it, for the romance. Now they're enjoying fulfilling your part of the fantasy because they're getting something from it.
Exactly.
But it may not be the same thing that you're getting out of it.
That's right.
So that's a really good, important point.
Yes.
Is that the other party may not be getting, or you may not be getting all that you want to out of it. But it fulfills kind of that fantasy thing, because all of us with a cozy little home out in the country, we all want that kind of relationship that gives you chills and thrills, and you think of certain, so you have a certain song, and you meet, and it's like Nirvana, and you know, you want to run across the field with your arms entwined about one another.
And some daisies. You're so silly.
Right?
But it's
romantic.
It's a romantic type of an affair. And some people get caught up in that because of the implications of it. And the person that we're married to may not have that romantic our partner may not have that romantic bone in them. And so this is why we have to learn how to please, how to cheer, how to motivate our mate so that we can have all of the things that we want in that one person. I remember hearing something a long time ago, and several times since then, that you need to have a man that can cook, a man that loves yard work. You need to have a man that can fix things. You need to have a man that will take care of you. You need to have a man that will, I don't know, be sure that they take out the trash every week or whatever the case might be. And then they said, but this
preferably, hopefully he's the same.
Hopefully he's the same man, but usually there's not the same dude. So you should make sure that you're also remembering not to allow any of them to bump into each other. And so, you know, that becomes a little issue. So we want everything in one person. It doesn't always work that way. We all come here with flaws, okay?
That's good.
So please, man, please, sir, realize that it might be wonderful in the beginning, but everyone kind of settles into something called normal or regular smegular, and we have to you know, motivate one another to do what we need done. All right, so she said preach. He might get shot coming through my window unless we role play. Amen. So number 2, and I saw somebody put the 2 there in the chat already. The first type is the romantic affair. You're being wine dined, you've got rose petals, you've got music, you've got it all. It's all there. Number two is the casual affair. Casual, C-A-S-U-A-L. This is what we call nowadays friends with benefits. Yeah, with bennies. You know what a benefit is. It's when you are on a job and you want to make sure that you're going to have paid vacation. If indeed there are days off, that you're going to have some monies attached to it. You're going to have some medical, maybe some dental, maybe some vision insurance, all of that, a 401k. Those are all benefits.
Retirement package, or a severance package. If you're laid off, you want a what is it called when you're you have to be off for a certain at the time for surgery.
Yes.
You want something to make sure that the bills are paid.
Absolutely.
Some Aflac or something like that. So those are considered benefits.
When you said that, you want the total package. I was like, yes, God. And I've got that. What? Yes. Let's see. Steve Harvey had a joke about that every woman needs 6 men's and then Medea voice. It might have been him. I think it was before him, but you know, it very well could be. All right. So your casual affair is one where you know the person, you're comfortable with the person. She said Affleck. But there are no expectations. Nobody is saying, I want you to leave your husband. I want you to leave your wife. No one is saying, why don't you help me with the bills? No one is saying, well, how come we didn't meet? Why didn't you call me in the morning? Nobody's asking for that. This is a completely casual affair where it can be on. I've known couples that have split and divorced, and they still be getting that nookie in on the side, even when they have gotten together with someone else, remarried.
And they will tell you that we are better friends
than we ever were married to each other. But if you're still falling into each other's genitals, I don't know.
And you're married to somebody else.
I don't know.
That's cheating, baby.
It is cheating. Yes, period. No matter what you want to call it, that's exactly
casual
what it is.
Or you formalized it. It's still
an affair. It's still considered.
Thank you for that 3.
Yes, amen. So the romantic affair, the casual affair, and then number 3 is the hum-da-dum-dum-dum. We heard about it the other night when we were talking about John Gray and
it's just emotion.
Oh, keeping me getting me over? Keeping me over. That's that good. You don't want him in your life, but you can still get you some.
You're crying.
Oh my God.
At various hours of the day, you think of him, you think of her, and you get tears in your eyes.
And you know why?
And because
when you're in an emotional affair, what happens is there may not even be any sex.
Yeah.
There may not be anything physical. But remember we talked about before, and I know we talked about this in Dating 101. There are soul ties that are positive and negative. Now, a positive soul tie is like the husband and wife married relationship. A negative soul tie would be the side chick, the side dick, that. But you also have it where there are people that are emotionally attached. Anytime there's an issue, if I have a problem and I need somebody to help me to solve it, if I lose someone in my family, I don't go to my spouse. Where do I go? To that person that always gives me emotional intimacy.
Yeah.
I can tell them anything. They can tell me anything. The only problem with this is that this makes you susceptible to becoming not only emotional, but also move into the physical.
Absolutely. In fact, when you're not going to that, the husband or the wife that you are actually married to get that thing that you are getting from the other person, that is definitely cheating.
Yes.
Well, he is incapable, or she's incapable of giving me that, and I need that. Well, you have to kind of make a decision.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. You're not going to nurture this going out there to get what you need.
Exactly.
You need to figure out a way. You have to come to the table and work it out, figure it out. And the thing about emotional affairs is that most of the times, like romantic affairs, they draw up on that what did I call it earlier? Fantasy. It draws up on that fantasy angle.
Yeah.
I am so into you. Your faults of this person are always positive. You're always there when I need you. So you think of them. Really, you will learn to think of them more highly than you do the other person that you have papers on. And you're wearing their ring.
Yes.
You have their children.
Yes.
And so this is really a dangerous type of affair, is because this is where people really get careless.
It is. And here's the thing. I believe somewhere.
And call the wrong name. Go ahead. You believe that, baby?
Listen, I believe that is mainly women that are dealing with this type of, when a woman, I feel like, gets into an affair, this is one of those reasons that they actually find this. Remember, we talked about the perfect storm, that there are those men that are emotionally unavailable. There are, did y'all realize that there are people that are emotionally unavailable, that you are never going to elicit an emotional response from them? There are some people on this earth that are almost comatose.
Yeah.
Nothing bothers them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
They don't get it.
About anything. And so these are the reasons why when you are talking about dating to get into a marriage, that you have to check all of these areas. They are not going to fulfill that part of what you need. They can learn it. It's called emotional intelligence. It's something that you can, you can be taught to see some things and to feel some things and to pull some things from someone else.
And you gotta want it though.
That part.
You gotta, if you don't recognize that you have a need for this or that your mate needs that from you.
Yes.
That she needs flowers, she needs loving, more than flowers, that she needs conversation.
Absolutely.
Really engaged conversation where you're not connected with the phone, you're not on the World Wide Web,
right.
You're not holding the cell phone, looking, balancing girls.
Yeah.
Now, it's interesting that sometimes people who have that emotional, they can be there for somebody else. They can get it that somebody else needs it.
True.
And they can kind of provide a little level of emotional to
right.
them. But
when it comes to the one, oh my God. Help us, Lord,
you're
today.
Clueless.
Yes.
In Seattle. Or wherever you happen to be.
I love it.
Is this making sense, guys?
Yeah, somebody.
Emotional.
Have you all encountered this? Have you seen this in action in your, I know, don't listen. If somebody's close to you, that is going to be a problem. Don't say nothing. Don't, just keep your face straight. But we tell them at church, just keep straight. Don't look around. Nobody's going to know that you're guilty. But have you seen this dynamic work in people's lives where there's something that their mate is not allowing themselves to give, and so you probably got, but then someone else comes and fills that square, and it's not very long after that that you can find yourself, if you're not careful, if you are not watching, and I think this is why people are people say stuff like men and women shouldn't be friends. Like, why shouldn't they be friends? Yeah. I felt that shade. The shade is real. Danielle, what shade? What are you talking about? Even Bill Clinton said I did not have relations with that woman. What are you talking about, Danielle? It is what it is. You have to know that if a person starts off emotionally unavailable to you, if you're consistently trying to find out what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and that's why we gave you all those questions to ask, different types in Dating 101. I keep saying about it because that is like one of those courses that is going to bless you left, right, and in the center. Before I do, even after that you're married, there's some things that you'll be able to kind of look back and see about yourself through that particular course. But here's the thing. When you're dealing with someone that is not going to give you what you need, you're going to look for that somewhere. For the most part, for women that are believers, hopefully they will find that fulfillment in Christ. Yeah. When their husbandman becomes, even if I've got a husband, I still know that the Lord is on my side and I can say things to him. But here's the problem is that when we have friends, whether they're male or female, and we can't have to depend on them as opposed to the one that we're married to, then we have it can become a little, out of order. It can become out of balance. And so you want to be careful when you're dealing with this. Okay. Yeah.
And so, guys, the key, and I want to talk to the guys just for a couple of minutes.
Please.
The key to your cheat proofing or affair proofing.
Come on.
Can you ever completely affair proof with people? And people are always going to have some level of vulnerability.
True.
But you can tighten it up just a little bit. You can put up a little bit better shield by cheat proofing, by making sure that you meet the emotional needs of your spouse. Now, I understand there are some cases where the female doesn't really require all the emotional stuff. I don't like all the kissing and hugging and holding hands all the time. Sometimes a guy who's really the romantic. But there is a need there for us in our relationships to have some emotional we need to have some emotional stuff
Amen.
going on.
That's right.
You need to be able to meet that need in your spouse. And if you will meet that need, in addition to others, you may be a great provider. You may be great in the bedroom department.
Okay.
But you need to be able to meet her needs on the emotional level.
Amen.
That's critical to your relationship growing.
Amen.
And you're growing old and really having something in the future.
Together.
In fact, the best example that you can make for your son and daughter,
come on, baby.
Son and daughter, is to make sure that you have that emotional, you're meeting the emotional needs. Every level.
Yes.
If she's crying, you're holding her hand. You're holding her in your arms. You're consoling her. If your children are crying, what are you doing?
Right.
Are you consoling them? Are you helping them through this?
Amen.
Very critical. Guys,
yeah.
That's the biggie right there.
Yes. Come on, baby. You tell the people. She said when Pastor G said Seattle or whichever state you are in. Okay, that's why I felt to say you are a man. All right. So an emotional affair is an intimacy deprived person, and they are susceptible to this type of affair. They can become intense and lead to some physicality. Mm-hmm. It can be damaging because I can't read my handwriting. It's damaging because it can threaten detrimentally the focus of the relationship. It can y'all, if I know that something that is super sensitive to my husband, that he can't talk to me or won't talk to me or didn't talk to me, and then he goes and talks to some other chick about it. Oh my God. We've got a problem, Houston. Yeah. Right? And I don't want that to ever become the case. And this is why we have to learn how to be approachable. We teach this in ministry school. If you're out here and you're unapproachable, you've got the RBF every single time, that's going to issue a problem. Right? People are not going to come to you, not going to trust you, and all of that. So become approachable. Let your mate be able to tell you whatever they need to tell you. And some of you guys, in a conjunction to what my husband says, I need you to know that whatever she's talking about, just listen.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
You don't have to fix it.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't have to fix it.
Not at all.
Just listen.
Just listen.
I know that we are predisposed in our society, especially at a certain age.
Yeah, Lord.
At a certain age, I ain't gonna try to fix nothing.
Right.
Don't bother even tell them about it. But men who have a certain age, who are predisposed, we believe that our job is to fix if you tell me something, to fix it. There's an episode of King of the Hill where Lou Ann Platter, it's a redneck cartoon. Okay,
it is,
from back in the day, and there's the character named Lou Ann Platter. Yeah, Lou Ann Platter. She's blonde, and she and her boyfriend break up.
Yeah,
and so the main character, Hank Hills, his wife tells him, "Look, at sometime today, just tell her that she's pretty."
Yeah.
Don't say anything else. Just tell her you're pretty.
You're so
That's
pretty.
it. Listen to her
and walk away.
Just tell her she's pretty and walk away. Don't try to fix it. Okay. Guess what? He says, "You're pretty." And she went up into pieces and crying, wanted to be consoled. And he went, oh, because he's uncomfortable with emotions.
Very much so.
And ends up saying more stuff and trying to fix it. You need to forget him. Tell him you quit him. And the whole thing, what he does is makes her grief, her breaking up, lasts a lot longer and much more severe. In fact, she ends up going back to him because of that.
Oh, pissy self.
So what we have to do is to make sure keep it simple. Don't try to fix it. Just say you're pretty. Just say I love you, and sit there and listen and be cute.
Yeah, thank you. Some of y'all would get a lot more.
Brothers,
if you would
if you just
be cute, just sit and be cute. We would be so happy to.
But You wanna go in? You wanna go get some tools? Look.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Let me fix it. That's a good sound bite right there. You want to get some tools, but just listen.
Don't do it.
Hands off.
Back up 50 feet. Just leave it alone.
Put on your mask and just sit and look cute.
Y'all, let me see the number 4.
Number 4.
Let me see the number 4. Sinking lip sync should tell the people that part. Listen, have you guys shared this? Are y'all in here with? Is it just you guys? Listen. Some of y'all come in and y'all don't ever say hello. You don't ever say how you doing. You don't ever say what up, though, or nothing.
I'll see you back.
Just being here, just eating chicken and chocolate chips. Okay.
I'm on here and say hey.
Say hello.
Say what's up?
What up? What up, though? Okay, so here is number 4. Thank you for that. Yes, you shared. Thank you so much. Number 4, we're talking about the 5 types of affairs. The 4th type is the cyber affair. Yes, the cyber affair. It occurs only online. It can vary in intensity. It can go from email, webcam, text, Snapchat. You may never meet the person in person. What up, Joe? You may never meet the person in person, but the sensuality of it all can sour the focused relationship. When I say the focused relationship, I'm talking about the main relationship, the one that you are in physically, emotionally, spiritually. You may have a ring, or it's your
papers,
your signature,
babies, a house, a mortgage. You got all of that together.
Papers, okay? That's what that's what I call the focused relationship. Okay, I know that might be foreign because I haven't written that down in a long time. But the focused relationship, it can become detrimental to the focused relationship. Here's the issue. What happens with a cyber affair is that the sensuality of it all, because some things now we've got, I probably shouldn't even tell the people, but now there's this method called vanish when we're talking about messages sent. And so people have been this phenomenon called sexting for a long time. And listen, we're Christian pastors, but let me put y'all up on just a little bit of game. Okay, if you're gonna do it, we don't want you to. So don't go tell the people that Pastor Michelle said we want you to sext. That's sexed. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying though is that if you are gonna be out here in these internet relationship streets, if you're going to be sexting, keep your face out the picture. Keep your face out, and stop putting your tattoos that everybody in the country knows that's you.
On the wall with your family pictures on it.
Listen.
Somebody kidnapped some.
Stop it. Today. Okay. RT says, I know about that. Y'all see what I'm saying? But listen. I know that it's something called vanish. I know that Snapchat is supposedly, just a short period of time and then it disappears. But let me tell you something. He said, no face, no case.
Screenshots.
What you say? People, once something gets out into the airways, you all remember there were some celebrities that they had some of their pictures up in the cloud. They wasn't sharing the pictures. Somebody broke into the cloud. How do you break into the cloud unless you the Lord? Okay. Broke into the interwebs cloud and stole the people's pictures and put them out for public consumption, their private moments. So this is why we have to be so face. If your genitals is anywhere in the picture, get your face out of it. Lord. Okay? That you heard me? Somebody put a number 5 in the chat if you heard me. Somebody put a number 5 in the chat, because we out here doing dumb stuff. Listen, these things will follow you for the rest of your days. You all remember there was a very beautiful woman. She was out there at one of the is it Miss USA or Miss America? And had won. Y'all know her as Vanessa. Is it Vanessa Williams? she was doing such a great job. And she still is. You know, it hasn't taken anything away from her. But listen.
An actress and
yes. But you know what? When this thing all first came out, there were some pictures of her somewhere. It was like, oh, it's tainting the platform. Like, y'all need to quit. Right? But listen, some of these things will come back later to bite you in the butt. Be careful what you put on social media. All right. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And what you're sending to people, because some folks are not loyal. This was a former beau
that did it.
Yeah.
I don't remember the whole story, but I remember. Listen.
So you think that you are all in love with the people. Listen, little girls.
Don't do it.
Young ladies.
Don't do it.
You know, don't do that.
Don't do it.
You know,
no.
You think better of yourself.
Yes.
Because people will convince you to do stuff and they'll lie to get you to do something.
Sure will.
Until you do it.
Sure will.
Yep.
Okay. bit.ly/MM3LINKS. We're here to help you. So number 4 is the cyber affair. I want you to realize that it can sour your focused relationship and the desire to meet the individual that you only know by cyber. Hey, Jane, love you.
Hey, bless I love you, Jane.
That first relationship, that thing can help. That cyber relationship will increase your desire to meet this person. And then the next thing you know, you have moved from a cyber affair to a romantic affair. We're going to meet at the hotel. I'm going to have the flowers, the champagne. I'm going to have the chocolate. I'm going to have it all. And so what you need to do is keep your stuff in your pants. What you need to do is go to marriagemakes3.com and get some of that amazing stuff over there that's going to help you to keep your focused relationship on focus, on point.
So what is that percentage, honey, of people who are now meeting online?
It's 29%.
29% of the folks in relationships are now
meeting online. And that was before COVID. So just
so there's been any.
Oh, okay. So you know that there are more and more people now. We're now leaving the house, and some folks still leaving the house.
Yeah, that's true.
And coming home and bringing stuff, you wonder where you got it. Hello.
And so my point is that if you're going to meet someone through social media, online, through cyber means, there are still ways to meet them safely.
Yes, absolutely.
Without being kidnapped, because this, what is it, sex trafficking?
Yes, it's still a thing.
Cyberbullying, these kinds of things are still real.
We don't hear it.
And so you absolutely need to be wise at how you meet people.
True that.
You know, you cannot just... God, every single day, do you realize that there's somebody who is being duped out of their money?
Yes.
There's someone who's letting people into their homes, who's robbing them blind. And that because they meet them online. There are people who are getting pregnant because they meet one time online. There are people who are getting STDs. They met them online and thought they were the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
And so you have to date right if you're going to
make right, period.
And again, this can really upset your future plans. It can upset your job plans. Former Miss America was a good example of that, and there have been others since her.
Right.
And so you really want to be wise. Dating 101 is a great resource if you are dating. If you have a child that is of dating age, here's make dating 101, them taking that course, a prerequisite. That's one of the greatest tools I believe that you can give someone that you love. Niece, nephew, get them that and have them go through it. If you are in a position to influence them, if you're not quite sure what to say as a parent, as a grandparent, send them through that course.
It'll help.
And it will really help them.
All right. Yeah, thank you for the 5s. Thank you guys so much. So here's the next one, and this is the last one that we're going to give y'all. All right, the 5 types of affairs. We're talking lastly, after the cyber affair, there's the sanctioned affair.
Sanctioned.
Yep. Y'all know what that is? It ain't sanctified, I tell you that. The Sanctioned Affair. And listen, we talked about a lot of these things when we were in the Cheating Chronicles, when we saw some of the couples that we highlighted. The one couple that will help you to know what this one is about is, who was it? Monique and Sylvester. What's his name?
I don't remember. Tyrone. I know Monique and her husband. Monique and her both.
Monique and her husband, right? They have what you would call a sanctioned affair type. Okay. What does it mean? It means that you are either in an open marriage. It means that both of you have agreed that you all are swingers, that you all will participate in menages, not Nicky's, not Nicki Minaj's, but menage, not menage, but menage. Trois, or cuatro, whatever. You have already said within this relationship that we are okay with this. We're now seeing people that are polyamorous is what we're calling it now. It's all perversion to me, but that's what we're calling it, polyamory, where there's one husband and 3 wives, or what you've seen on TV, the sister wives, and now there are brother husbands.
Wow.
Right? Things that we never would have considered even thinking about. Those are happening now, and they're sanctioned. Both parties in the relationship knows about it. They agree to it, and they're okay with it. Now, they still have issues, so don't think that just because they're doing it that way that there are not issues. Because I remember the gentleman, the husband unit with the sister wives. He wanted to bring in another sister wife. And the other, I think it was 4 or 5 other sister wives, they was like, what you mean? Bringing in another sister wife? We didn't talk about this. You see, and it was still cheating because it was outside of the parameters of what they had determined was okay for their relationship, for their marriage.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy, y'all? But it is what it is. So when we're dealing with these issues, we just need you all to know that you have to sit down before you say I do and find out what exactly are you looking for? What is the other person looking for? What are your expectations? Are they reasonable? Are they unreasonable? What do you see 5 years down the line in the relationship that you are in or you're planning to become married to? Because all of these things are not going to only affect your relationship, but it's going to affect your mental health. Some of us, it affects our physical health because stress takes a toll on not only the mind, but it takes a toll on the body. It can also take a toll on your heart, right? Physically, like, dum, 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 dum. Yes.
Yep. Absolutely. That's it. Kaput.
Oh my God. Yo. Oh, I love you so much. You're so crazy. Yo, I be trying to be serious, and this man, he will send me pictures while we're in the pulpit and show me stuff that I ain't got no business seeing right then.
No, nothing like that now. Nothing.
Y'all know about the one.
Like that.
I just found that picture the other day where you had where I had seen that crazy woman with her little hair sticking out the top of her head, and I saw it, and I just put my head down and pretended like I didn't see nothing. It's right. Look, y'all. Do y'all remember me telling y'all? I found my notes, and this is what Gregory Dale is telling me. Oh, can y'all see that?
No.
Yeah, they can see it. Y'all remember that?
Seriously.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what her hairstyle looked like. Yep. And that's the picture that he drew and handed it over to me in the pulpit for me to see. An upside down triangle with 2 sticks and pom-poms coming off the ends. Listen, this is what I deal with.
And each of them had little things hanging off. All right, guys.
I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to help the people. I'm trying to let them know the causes and the effects of what they're doing. I'm trying to be scientific and spiritual and hold it all at the same time. And then here comes my great husband. And breaks it all the way down.
You gotta see the humor in it, or you will go nuts.
You will. It's true.
Serious.
It's better to laugh than to cry.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to laugh while you're crying.
That's right. But the point you made was, and that is a serious point, is that when you're in the wrong relationship and you're trying to make things work that aren't working, it can have serious consequences to your heart.
Really true.
To your total person, right?
Yes.
And it can affect the other person. You know that people can be really nutty.
Yes.
But we want you to have a successful, relationship that makes you want to live forever.
Yes, God.
A relationship that brings out your best, that propels you to your greater destiny.
Absolutely.
Someone that you are in love with and who is wildly in love with you. That's what we want. That's what we wish for you.
Amen.
Wow. This has been good. We've talked about tonight the 5 types of affairs. 5 types of affairs: romantic, casual, the emotional, the cyber, and the sanctioned. I heard under that sanction the other day a term that I have never heard before, a pan. And it's not sex with a frying pan. It's spelled the same way, P-A-N. And it means anything goes. Whatever you want to do inside. Anything you want to do inside the relationship.
It's on
kind. So that's if you want an animal.
Lord, you better know before you go.
So, listen. You have to.
Yes.
You have to.
Dateology. Find it on our site. Check out our link tree. Let me show you. This I love this. And if you didn't know, this is a true movement link that did this for us. There you can get your 15-minute encounter session. Get your relationship on and popping. You've got your 6-week marriage mastery course. Learn to relax relationship. All that we have available is here. You want to join our Facebook group? There you can have it right there. All of our free downloads, whether you're married, if you're getting married, you need that wedding planning checklist. It's available to you, bit.ly/MM3LINKS. All of our singles information right there. All you got to do, click it. Just click it. That's all you got to do is click it. And you'll be able to find the information. You put your email in there and then you get it. It's a free download to you. So we just want you to know that we're here and we are doing all that we can so that we can show you all how to have good, successful relationships here on the earth. There's no marriage in heaven other than you being married to the Lamb of God, right? And we want you to have the best possible chances of your relationship being happy, successful, and whole right down here on the earth. All right? For a lifetime. So, y'all, we appreciate you guys so very much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for being a part of MM3, #GD and me. And you know what we always say here.
God loves you. We love you. And ain't a thing you can do about it. And yeah, thank you, Deidre. Thank you, Kimmy, for your very kind support.
Thank you so much.
All new folks, glad to have you with us.
And don't forget, you've got to follow us on Instagram because soon Periscope is going to be going bye-bye.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Great minds.
So long. Bye-bye. Hey, so long.
Bye-bye.
So long.
Bye-bye.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye to my troubles.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye to my pain, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, fear.
Bye-bye.
You're not welcome here.
Bye-bye.
We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow,
everybody.
right?
See you soon.